Okay, let's talk about sleeping and truck driving. One of the things you're going to find out here is that you don't get much sleep. Or do you get a lot of sleep? Well, I guess that depends on you. Some people can lay down and just fall right asleep at any time of the day, no matter what. Other people, they need to be awake and have worked for a while before they can go to sleep. What do I mean by that? Well, there's a lot of times out here where you might be awake and run for the day and then have some kind of an issue, and when you're supposed to be sleeping, you are dealing with that issue. Now you only have 2 hours left on your 10-hour break, and now you go to sleep for 2 hours, and now you got to start driving again. Well, sure, you know what? Let's just extend that 10-hour break a few hours because I didn't sleep. Yeah, you can do that. You can call dispatch and tell them you're going to be late to your drop or your pickup because you need to sleep. It's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm sure they'll be thrilled with that. I mean, you got to be safe, so by all means, do it. But if you're like myself, which, okay, I've slept a couple of hours, I'm going to drive. Now, I'm not going to drive tired, and I'm not going to drive to where I'm going to fall asleep. So let's not mistake what I'm saying here. A couple hours of sleep, and I feel good to go. The only problem is after you start driving for a couple hours, now you're beat. Well, you're on the road, you started your clock, so now you have no choice but to run. Again, you do not do it if you are falling asleep. You have to know yourself. You have to know when your body has had enough. Generally, what I'll do is I'll run about 4 or 5 hours, and then I'll take my 30-minute break, and if I didn't get a good night's sleep before, I'll sleep for 30 minutes. Maybe I might even go crazy and go 45 minutes. Okay, now once I do that break and have that little rest, I'm good to go. I drive another 5, 6, 7 hours. I don't know, my body's wired like that. I can sleep for 5 minutes or an hour or half hour and be good to go, but a lot of people can. I know for a fact, I know a few people who, if they don't get 8, 10 hours of good sleep, they're done. They're worthless. But anyways, hey, that's not faulting you. I'm just letting you know that in the trucking world, sleep is not a regular thing you get to do. I've had a lot of sleepless. I'm not going to call them nights because a lot of times you're sleeping through during the day, and that can mess with you too. But I'm one of those people who I can just go to sleep as long as I haven't just woke up. There's another problem, is you might do a 10-hour break, wake up, drive for 100 miles, and now you're stuck and you've got to do another 10-hour break. Well, you can't sleep for that 10 hours, so you're awake, and now after that break's over, you get to drive. So now you're up for 20 hours plus, and now you get to drive 10 hours. See what I'm saying? That happens a lot out here, so it's one of the things you got to watch for. Now, I'm assuming there's a lot of guys who would just tell their dispatcher, no, I'm not driving. I just been up for 10 hours or 20 hours and I need to sleep. I know when I've had problems like that where I come off a 10-hour break and then go, say, to a pickup, and for whatever reason the pickup is not happening when it was supposed to, and now I've got to sit there for 5-10 hours before I drive again. Dispatch will actually tell you, hey man, we got a problem, you're gonna have to sit there and shut down. Go ahead and try to get some sleep because you'll be driving tonight. Basically, they're telling you that don't expect to be asleep until tomorrow. So be prepared to drive, which is fine. Like I said, I can do it. I have no problem doing it, but not a lot of people do. So it's one of those things. Hey, you know what? If you see this video and you're someone that needs to sleep all the time, trucking's not for you, man. You need to go do something else. And it's not any fault in yourself. Not everybody can run without sleep. You wonder why I'm wearing sunglasses? Well, because you know what? I shut down yesterday. Wait, what is today? Today's the 25th, Christmas Day still. I shut down this morning at, what was it, 10? It was around 10 o'clock. Well, I woke up at, I think like 4 o'clock. And, you know, I've had enough sleep. So now it is like 11 o'clock. And I'm going to be rolling out of here at 1:30. So what do we got? Let's do the math there. You got 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 6 hours sleep. And then you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 30. So then you're up for 10 hours. And now I've got to drive. I've got about 5 hours to drive. So that's not bad at all. But some people can't do it. So you know what? Make sure you research this trucking thing. Having said all that, I love trucking. I really love being over the road. A lot of interesting things you see out here. You meet some pretty cool people. But it's not for everybody, you know, especially if you have young kids or anything. But hey man, you have a good one. We will talk to you